Hi, I'm Steve Jobs, and I make computers.
So I view computer science as a liberal art.
Hello, I am Macintosh.
And one of the things that made Apple great, it was built from the heart.
You're pretty when I'm drunk.
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 And I'm pretty fucking drunk.
Friday. If you work on weekends, it's not as exciting. What are we looking at? It also may not be too exciting. Steel Reserve Alloy Series Spiked Blue Razz. 16 fluid ounces of 8% from steel. Hey, if you've never treated yourself to a Steel Reserve, you really have to. What worries me is I believe I gave Mike a Steel Reserve that was something green, and he shit like a goose for like 3 days, and I still have not stopped hearing about it. This looks like the toilet bowl water cleaner. Let's hope it's not nearly as nasty as some of the predecessors in this series of Welcome to the Bottom of the Barrel. It, well, it literally smells like, you know, the blue raspberry ices that come in the tube. If you let one of those melt and smell it, that's what this actually smells like. Cheers, desperados. As long as I don't shit like a goose of this cheap ass shit, this is the best one I've had so far. I'm comparing this with some of that shit that I've never had before kind of stuff. Okay, first in is Smile Money saying first. Before we get too far, this is going to be up before Locked and Loaded. Unless I should watch what I say. I could trip on the stairs and it never gets uploaded. More than likely, this is going to be up long before Locked and Loaded tonight. Tonight, my special guest is the original redneck himself, Wade. And I'm sure the title of the show is going to be something just as offensive, because the beautiful part about Wade is there's no such thing as offending Wade as long as you can handle retaliation. Nice ape hangers. I mean, just look at that view. Second, saying greetings, Captain, is bad. Then he says, isn't Matt usually extra baked? Hector says cow pies. Agent Mr. Cat says and cowboys. And then Hector says back to him, for sure, laugh out loud. See you here in South Carolina soon. Hottest bitch alive. Ellie Church. Or Clutch. Ellie Clutch. I can take Ellie to church. Bad. Matt and Miles need to kiss and make up. Little Knob Creek will heal all wounds. EMT says, if that's the case, I'm pissed off too. Here's something I've been kicking around. Neither one of them motherfuckers can do the brew review until they've put this shit to bed, because, well, not literally to bed, because then Hector would be here. But I am definitely... I could give a flying fuck other than the fact that, I don't know. I could say some shit, but then it would just sound like I'm taking sides. But I see things, I guess, a little differently. Mike says, cheers, boys. Cheers, Mike. J-Dog here before work. I don't know if J-Dog worked today or not, but I know that he put 63 miles on the bike. I didn't get near that. I came home and switched to the more fun thing, which is why you didn't see me yesterday either. I know. Hector was like, you better be doing a Burr review. Well, no, I wasn't. And didn't. Today, though, here I am. I'm back, and here we are. Salty? Home on the range, where the naked deer and naked buffalo roam, where seldom is heard a non-naked word, and the skies are all naked all day. Tardisius says, I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho naked, and, ooh, werewolves of London. Multi-gun man, naked, naked, naked. Mother naked, mother naked, naked, mother naked, mother naked, noise, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, read on. Oh my god. Seriously? Smoking weed, doing coke, drinking. Okay, I like where this is going, but I'm just gonna heart you and move on. Jesus Christ. Smart money. Miles giving life advice to Matt is really weird to listen to. I bet Miles was trying to strike a deal to use Matt's grandma's garage. Poco. Miles holds jobs and relationships way longer than Matt. You might have him on the relationships, but I don't know. Again, I'm just stay over here by my whiskey bottle. Poco. Lord of the 10 millimeter. Then Scourge says Lord of just 1 more millimeter. Hey, I just got done uploading a short on what is probably, again, I know, nobody gives a shit. I do, okay? And you're here, so guess what? By default, you're fucked! Sharky, can you see it? I think there's one in here. What was I doing? Oh, I was goofing around with it. That's why. There's not one in it right now. Want to see... Hey, Hector, want to see something big and bulbous? Just look at that, huh? You know, I kind of laugh. I mean, after seeing this gun... Let me just grab it. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm... Oh, you safety Sallies out there? Yes, they're both ready to go, bitch. Okay, so the 10 millimeter Megastar. The new Smith & Wesson. I was actually looking at this. I just want to make sure I get perspective right. Get them both together. I mean, I don't know anything about. I'm not an engineer. But I would like to travel those rocky roads. I I don't know. I guess I haven't heard of. I know, there's a lot of people really ripping on Smith & Wesson right now. A lot of people. I'm really, disappointed, but of course, I still think the best Smith & Wessons have already gone to sea. And if you own one, I tell you what, if you can get your hands on any of the Gen 2, Gen 3 semi-automatic Smith & Wessons, you won't be disappointed. The only one I've ever had a problem with, and of course anybody would just go, well, it's because you fucking smile moneyed it. I didn't. I had a professional gunsmith smile money it, and in my defense, I'm the one that unsmile moneyed it and got it now running right. So, bite her, okay? I'm just saying, is it just me, or now I have to say that in this time period there was a few companies, and at least one of them laying on the bench, that was suffering problems with 10 millimeters and cracking slides and shit. And that was the same problem that Tanfoglia had with their 10s. Oh my God. I just love the glass panels when it comes to decking like that. It's just, you just see so much more. But this gun has gone down in history as being over-engineered, which I don't see why that should be anything but a plus. On the other hand, in comparison to the Megastar, the Smith & Wesson almost looks like its barrel is, made out of onion paper or something. I don't know. Send it home, baby. Yes, J-Dog. When I was there, I did it right in front of you. Yeah, I did this right in front of you right now. If that's him. Oh, it was actually Miles. Wasn't that great? Looks like I'm looking at the frame for his shed. Oh, and I see I've missed missed Mike looking for smokes. And Hector. Eat me. Oh, wait a second. That might have been a mistake. And Joey is not going to be on the show tonight because his son has a baseball game. What? God. What a loser. You have to have your priorities. And that just came up, have to have your tribe. So that's what he sends me. A fucking troll doll cat. I also, I just realized that I have gone 3 weeks without cleaning my carry gun, which, Sharky, Here, Sharky, I tell you what, you can cheat a little. There you go. That's not light. That's brass. Again, anybody that carries, if you just keep taking your gun off your belt at night when you come home from work or whatever you do, I have been blessed with being able to carry a lot of guns in the time that some of you have actually known me. And right at this very moment in time, the one that I am the most content with is the VP, along with the Olight laser flashlight combo. But yeah, it's been like 3 weeks since I broke this down, and I was like, you know what? It had a little bit of dust on the outside, but why would it not? It's on my side, and I do construction, and I dropped the mag, ejected the round, and pulled the slide off, and this whole area back here, you couldn't have packed more dust and fluffies into that area, and I was like, oh my god, I used to take care of this shit once a week, and evidently need to go back to that. So it was simply brush out the inside, blow it out really good, Hector, and lightly oil everything, and put it back together. And I am wearing Pete's holster, if I can get it to work right, because my shirt was going down there. Pete's holster and my jammies, because it's the one with the clips, and you'll rip your underwear off your side long before. Yeah, that's the one thing you don't have to worry if you go with the metal clips. If you're looking for a holster, especially if you're like me and you actually have a couple of, this is not a jammy gun. Pete wanted to know what I thought of these metal clips, and so did a couple of you. NIHAP was one of them, and so I decided to give them a try. And the downside, and I don't know, I think I've said this, I don't know if you can really consider it a downside, but right now, if I was like laying on the couch and I rolled over onto this side and just decided that I could be more comfortable without the gun on my side, I'll just put it on the end table next to the other 6, is trying to pull up on both of these clips at the same time without it snagging whatever you're wearing. Again, it works great on a regular belt. It has a couple of hooks on the back, and those hooks grasp any material. If you decide you want something for a jammy gun, I am seriously thinking about having him make me another holster for the Hellcat RDP inside the waistband for that has those clips, because they do not want to come off of your side. Smart Money, Miles carries his phone in his back pocket, then farts on his phone all day long, and then talks into it. There's that. Guess I never thought about that. Looks like my ex, except for less slutty. Hector, awesome. You have Matt's ex-husband on, laugh out loud. I love seeing Miles get all grumpy about his situation. This is a review version of soap opera. Laugh out loud. And? Joe Biden! Woo. Joe Biden! Joe Biden! Nice side boob. Cheap old gun guy says, but wait, or what about Naomi? Hector says Miles is polygynist, but I don't know. Then Scourge says does live in a blue state. Hector says back to him, I was just being silly, but in actuality, I have no problem with whatever. Why do I not remember putting that picture in the rotation? But cheers to you. Sharky, isn't the whole situation just you break it, you buy it thing? I don't even know what the hell any of you are talking about. Smile money. Remembering is overrated, Eric, especially if you have a long list of things you would like to forget. What? What are we talking about? Tom, howdy Captain, howdy Miles, please call him by his proper title, Michelob Matt. Tom says, no maker's mark, boys. Why? Smile money. I want to come up in September, but Christine scares me. Sharky says, I'll hug you and keep you safe. Then he says, smile money back to Sharky, she is armed and dangerous. Smile money, Christine with or without a weapon is entirely irrelevant. I almost think it'd be better to piss her off and get shot to death as opposed to have to be around a little bit longer during the beating. Sharky, back to smile money. I'll cook with her for distraction. That's right. I remember, maybe it was even smile money that gave me shit that I was inviting someone to come to the United States from Holland and then make him my cooking bitch. Fucking right I am. You don't get to see all of the shit that he's making all the time. That's all I get. Little photos, little montage of as it's going, being prepared, being cooked, being put on a plate. The only thing he doesn't send me is him consuming it, which is probably a good thing. Ever put a gun in your holster and always kind of make sure your foot and leg are out of the way? I have ever since Numbnuts shot himself. I just fucking shot myself. I say good because you were within a group of assholes that, as far as I'm concerned, deserve to be shot. Yeah, I told Joey, he's got his son's baseball game tonight. He's got to have his priority. He says, I know, I'm a cunt. Well, there's actually something. I'm actually agreeing with Joey. I know. Sorry. God damn it. So, I bet you that thing tastes just like cotton candy covered in shit. I'm undecided what to do. It was like reinstated today. So wow, what you guys thinking for the holiday? You gonna work on Monday and take Tuesday off? Nope. I'm gonna be gone Friday or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Be back on Wednesday. Whoa. Well, you guys are planning on working some longer hours to make up for it? Greg looks straight at him and goes, you know what? I don't even want to work the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So what do you think about that? Touche. I don't know what I'm going to do. Christine works on Monday, and I'm kind of in the process of trying to figure out how I can save up to cover for the fact that somewhere around that first week of September, I'm planning on taking Monday let's just back up. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all off in a row. And then Christine is planning on taking the following, so we don't have to let our little Remco go unsupervised. Even though I'm sure he could, but trust me, I'm going to show you the shit that she won't, Sharky. So the first week you get to see stripper bars and places to shoot and stripper bars and some scenic stripper bars. And then the second week you can see things like Inger Tower and Park Point and Two Habas. I might think about taking it to Castle Danger. No, not the beautiful place with the overlook that they filmed several movies, but the brewery, Castle Danger. Oh, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but Sharky, I'm gonna need you to be the designated driver. I'm just kidding. I would, if we were actually gonna spend a day maybe doing a little, a bar hopping, what I would say is your best bet is to go to Superior, because you can literally start at one end of Tower Avenue and drink your way quite a ways without needing any transportation. The one place I would like to take you, and it would be the first time that I was there and Christine was there, and obviously you was there, is this place called the Wasoto? The Wasoto House. I understand that if you ask for a toothpick with a chunk of meat on the end of it and you have a glass of water, it's $100 bill per person. But I have been told now from 3 different people that they have never had a steak that good. I almost said like that. And I'd be like, yeah, well, never had a steak like that in my life. That doesn't necessarily mean a good thing, does it? No, they've all told me they have never had a steak as good as that place. My buddy Joel, he was like going, it sucked. And everything is like a la carte. It's like $60 for the steak. And then if you want some potatoes, it's another $20. And if you want some vegetables, it's another $20. And if you want to have a beer, it's another $50. That kind of shit. And I'm just like, whoo! And he goes, I knew going in it was going to be expensive, and I had one of the best meals I've ever had. And I'm just like, well, obviously this place is going to close down soon. Best Italian place I've ever been, just this little frickin' hole in the wall, actually 10 feet away from where the steakhouse is, had some of the best Italian, and I took Christine there, and she was like going, I cannot believe it. This is very good red sauce, and maybe one of the best Alfredo sauces I've ever had. Really? She's like, yes. Brick, I could turn the camera and you could see the brick fireplace that I have, but imagine just a brick wall and they just sandblasted it. And so it was like the sandblasted wood, and then it was just clear protected, clear poly, and the bricks were just sandblasted, and it had a fairly rough inside, but they had nice tables and white linen and all of the silverware. And I think I got me and Christine split a bottle of wine, and split a bottle of wine. She had the white sauce, I had a red sauce, and then we like shared. And I think with the tip, it was like maybe $50, which is probably why they went out of business. But it just sucks as soon as you find some place that you actually like and enjoy. The blue piss water is not bad. I'd actually get that again. I didn't think I'd dare ever say that. Poco, the butt hurt is real. Yes, it is. Salty, I'll sleep in my usual place, under Eric's bed. Okay, I'm just going to put this out there. If you are casually... See, I got yelled at on multiple fronts for even talking about this. Evidently, the only person that was supposed to know was Sharky. So, I just want everybody to know that the whole thing has been canceled and it's not actually going to happen now. So, but if you just happen to be, I don't know, popping through the Duluth area, I really kind of I need to know, because when Salty says sleeping under my bed, we both might be sleeping in a doghouse. Now, having said that, a few of you, like right off the bat, the guest of honor will be in the Star Trek room. And that leaves the orifice, and there's an air mattress in there. I used to have another air mattress, and I think I still do, but something happened, and I guess it's typical of when people are idiots like me and leave an air mattress up all the time. I never knew when it was going to be needed, and when it wasn't needed, it was a great place to put clothing. Come on. Why else would you have a guest room? Shit, the Star Trek room is my closet, and the office is Christine's closet. If you've been here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, I have 2 rooms for sure. Dibs has kind of already been called, obviously on the Star Trek room, and the office. That would be my little Richie Poo. Now, having said that, Miles, I know this comes as a surprise, at least until he sees any videos where I basically say I'm sick and tired of both of you fucking idiots. I am not running an adult daycare. Really grow a set of balls and realize that life is short. You need to stop arguing with the fucking neighbors, because trust me, it will never get you anywhere. And you... I don't know. I'm sorry, but you can say what you want, but I know the real story, and I didn't understand the whole Matt being broke comment, because I've never known Matt to be broke. Yeah, he doesn't have enough cash to go buy himself a house. He was kind of hoping to buy the one that he's in until typical family bullshit went down. But stop. Boo-boo. Stop, boo-boo. So, like I said, until, Miles gets pissed off even at me, because I'm just sick and tired of both of them. I am at a point where I'm almost like, no, I'm sorry, you can't do the beer review. Until this animosity is squelched. Fuck both of you. Miles has offered to bring the mobile home down and park it right in front of my garage, which I'm under the circumstances that'd be awesome, and that gives at least 3 more sleeping places. So if it's if it's like Hector and somebody. Salty, he said he'll sleep. EMT says, and naked. And Multi-Gunman says, and hopefully naked. Salty then says, I got some Ninja 250 and 600 parts. Not sure if they will fit the 500. I'm looking for a 250 to a 400cc bike. I never thought I'd say this, but as a bombing around town and going to work bike, the 250 Ninja is pretty awesome. And if I can ever find, just for a beater, if it's still in really good shape, like I don't want to fucking parts anything bike, or a project, I have spent quite a bit of time on a FZR 400. All I can say is wow. You take someone with a little bit of strength, and I can tell you, you could probably pick that bike up and put it in the back of a pickup truck and then a few minutes later go 147 miles an hour. Delta box aluminum frame. I got one so out of shape that I was actually having a discussion, Hector, with the baby Jesus. I'm like, okay, I am just simply planning my demise. I am looking this way, and the road is going that way, and I'm like, well, it's all over. It's just all over. And I pulled in the clutch and kind of turned the steering wheel just a little bit to maybe at least control my crash. I went and hit the curb and then bounced through a series of 4-foot around trees. And as I pulled in the clutch and kind of turned the steering wheel, the bike went like I was stuck in a track. At that point, I seriously did have a little conversation with the baby Jesus. A lot of thank yous, and I'll try to do better in my life. But, yeah. On the other hand, every time that garage door goes up and my dream bike is sitting right there, I guess I go with the how much would I? Right now, the one that I was pursuing, and I'm really starting to think the whole thing was just like a gag to see how long you could string people along, was that Yamaha Phaser, 700 Phaser. Sharky, he gets treated over there. Over on the other side of the pond, that's a 750, and it probably is the exact same power plant out of an FZ 750. But I told him just to get a Phaser for me, and then put it in his carry-on. Salty, I'm not sure what the other bike is, but I would ride it naked. Not that Gunman says naked riding is the best riding. Mike says 4246. That was the song, or what was the song you were playing? Since how I only played one song, you have to be talking about the theme from Cat People. Well, I don't even know if I even got a copyright. I never even checked my my inbox on that. That's "Putting on the Fire" by David Bowie. It's the sound was in the soundtrack to the movie Cat People. Rich, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Mike again, man. I shotgun more beer and did more kegs in my younger days than I want to remember, and Miles never did. Damn. There was a night, just one night in particular, Mike, that I don't even remember how many of those I did. I think the caveat of that evening was when the transmission funnel came out. It held a 6-pack. And you wouldn't be. Everybody but Mike might be surprised how close to completely empty I was able to get that. And a few of the guys. I mean, when that is dumping in as fast as it is through a funnel, I mean, you just put your thumb over the end of it, they dump 6 beers into the thing, and then you just go for it. And that was... Now, anybody that's really done this will know exactly that, A, I'm telling the truth, and B, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You get to the point where you could not possibly be praying more to get a belch out than at any moment in your life. you feel like you're going to frickin' die. And then you get a blop, and then the bridge goes up. Semi trucks just stop, thinking they're hearing air horns. Steven, trailer tire is $47 fucking dollars. Just buy one and move on. Cheapo gun guy. There's never enough time to do anything, but there's always enough time to.
Watch your body. Watch your body. Watch your body.
EMT says to him, sniff his hair first. Agent Mr. Cat, that large bearded guy with you, Miles? ? Sure does like popcorn, huh?
Watch your body. Watch your body. Watch your body.
Matt Davis says, on this episode of Days of Our Lives with Miles and Matt. Sweet. No, not really. Let's just talk about this now. If I had more of these, I'd bring it up for Locked and Loaded. It's surprisingly not bad at all. It's now in the non-beer category. I would stuff this I'd give this a 9. It tastes like blue raspberry. It's 8%. Steel Reserve though, so I could yet to shit my fucking brains out for the next 3 days. And shit green, or blue in this case, but Mike shit green. Multi-Gunman, just for you, I brought out the 357 Magnum. This is the 357 Magnum that identifies as a 357 Magnum. I don't know how that works. So, they struck another blow. The Supreme Court, well, there was something else that happened again today, but let's just back up to yesterday. The Supreme Court said, no more choosing that black person over a more qualified Chinese guy or a white guy. And oh my God, the little fucking babies are just rolling out. And then something happened today, something that's really affected the transgender or whatever thing, but the affirmative action thing from yesterday, it should be. What the fuck? Are you telling me that basically affirmative action is called bully racism? I mean, I've asked this question. Do you want affirmative action to decide who does the brain surgery on your child, or would you simply like the most qualified one? Because under affirmative action, the most qualified didn't mean shit. It means you had to fucking pick darky because you needed to up the ante, or your whole college would look racist. So, you're racist so that you don't look racist. And the Supreme Court said, and Greg's going, well, didn't the Supreme Court say something that the governor, gun-related, the governor in New York said, go fuck yourself? And Greg's like, I thought the Supreme Court was the end of the line. Well, it's supposed to be. It's really supposed to be. They may decide something I may not agree on. They may decide on something I agree on. But it's supposed to be the checks and balances put forward by our founding fathers. But the good news is we are near hours away from a little bullshit thing called Pride Month. Sorry, Hector. But Why? I love and I can't remember his name, and I shared the thing, and it was basically all angled back towards these fucking freaks, the transgenders, going, "You started it. You started it. I didn't say anything, but you had to talk about how you weren't being this and you weren't being that." And it's not Charlie Kirk. It's I absolutely loved it. That's right. You started it. Man, it's not like I'm gonna hunker down right now and play it, but if hey, Multi-Gunman. I think I shared it with Multi-Gunman, so of course me and Multi-Gunman share a lot of shit, so I don't think this is the right one. This was good too, though. Oh.
Our faith today in the words of the Sparkle Creed.
The Sparkle
I believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads, and saw everyone as a sibling child of God. I believe in the rainbow spirit who shatters our image of one white light and refracts it into a rainbow of gorgeous diversity. I believe in the church of everyday saints. I believe in the calling to each of us that love is love is love. So beloved, let us love. I believe, glorious God, help my unbelief. Amen.
So in case you think that that's a completely non-religious gathering of people who are worshiping the Pride Rainbow instead of Jesus, this was actually recited as the official Sparkle Creed at a Lutheran church in Minnesota. Here's your...
I honestly have no words for that kind of bullshit. Oh, here. I'm sorry. Where are we? I don't even care.
You started it. You started it. So I see you on social media and on the news, out marching the street, crying your crocodile tears and claiming that you're being set upon by fascist right-wingers who won't let you just live your lives in peace. What do we ever do to you, you cry? Why are you so angry at us? Well, let me answer that question. You see, the rest of us were living our lives. We were minding our own business when you came along and demanded that we abandon everything we know about fundamental physical reality for your sake. That's what you did. You claim the right to walk into whatever bathroom you want, whatever locker room, whatever sports team. Nobody else has ever had that right. Nobody else has ever had that right to just do whatever they want, go anywhere they want. But you wanted it. You came after our children, seeking to suck them into your suicide cult just to make yourselves feel better. You tried to restructure human society to make it affirming to you personally. You wanted to force the whole world to bend to your narcissism. You tried to put words in our mouths. You tried to control how we speak, even when you're not in the room. Your ego is so out of control that you even try to take possession of parts of the English language, like you can own them.
That's right, you blue-haired, transgender, fucking confused, mentally ill cunts. You started it. Klein, I would like to hear Miles' side of the story before I make my final judgment. I thought you just did. McLean, what does Matt's living situation have to do with a trailer tire. No, again, I will say this again. I tried to say this, and I don't really fucking care. And I do actually have an update on that, because I don't know if I said it right to Miles. When Matt's grandfather was starting to lose it, and they needed help because Grandma could not do it, the family asked if Matt and Danielle could move in and help. That is how this all started. They both pay rent. They're not there freeloading. And as I said to Miles, Matt pays within $100, within $100 of what my house payment is. So he's not on a free fucking ride. Then when Grandpa passed away, it left the sole responsibility of taking care of the house to Grandma. Yes, Grandma's doing pretty good, but she doesn't mow the lawn. She doesn't take care of stuff with the house. She doesn't take care of stuff with the car. You know, she's 90-something years old. You know, I might have a different viewpoint on this, because when Christine's mom started to suffer terribly, Christine, I think at the time, was living in the cities, and her brother, Mike, decided to move back home and help as much as he could, because Christine's dad wasn't always there. Let's just say her dad is a lot different now than he was back then. Mike basically took care of everything. Then when Christine's mother passed away, Marilyn, me and Marilyn have a thing, and it pisses off Chris. You gonna leave that shit laying on the floor? Okay, Marilyn. So he decided to stay and help around the house. It's kind of the exact situation. So, I don't know. I just... McLean, so you have to be property owner for Miles to like you. I really need the whole story here. McLean, I was this close to calling the hostage negotiation squad, Eric. McLean, Eric, play dead. Don't make any sudden moves, and if possible, soil yourself. If that doesn't work, just enjoy the ride. I'll remember you fondly. McLean, I don't feel safe. McLean, this show goes in the vault. Phil, cold-hearted bastard, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Mr. 27 says 34th, that's not good. That means I'm way behind. Mr. 27 says nice intro. Smeagol Brewbomi. Then he says, hi, Brew Matt. Then he says, so what you're saying is the earth is round as a pair of big old brew boobies? Kind of, I think so, yeah. EMT says, I3, as in eyeball, and you know the thing.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
I3 is a miss. Multi-gunman, I'm late. Now what? 357 Magnums identifying as non-357 Magnums. Jeremy, damn, that was a great shotgun in the basement. Jeremy, I have no freaking clue what you're saying right there. But I'm going to drink my beer and shut up. Clyde, here and drunk again. Clyde. Swear to God, this chick looks a lot like Mike's youngest daughter, except for with titties, of course. The real Matt, well, sorry, probably the realest Matt would be Matt Davis, because he doesn't. In case you don't know, Matt's thing is Jar Axle 4930. Matt says, does this go in the microwave? Yes, Miles. Yes, it does. Wow. With all the shit that he said about you, and that is the most that you're going to get into this? Okay. So, credit to Matt on this one for evidently taking the higher road. Nicely done, Matt. Sharky, cheers all. Intro, babe. Nice. Nice indeed. Hey, Miles. Here we go. Sharky, SH, outro. Oh, yeah. Even it's a fake ginger. Okay. Yeah. She looks bitchy, and those are fake as hell. Okay, in the club. First in is Hector, saying, in the club, IB, moo oink, chuck meow, laugh out loud. Then he says, by the way, did Worf visit you? Yeah, he tongue punched the fart box. Agent Mr. Cat, Hector said to get my happy feline ass into the club, so here I am. And Hector says, yes, I did. Why the fuck do you listen to him? J-Dog, Heart, Club, Mr. Holster. Decisions. Do I forego working on Monday? Or maybe depending on when J-Dog would like to hit the road, turn Monday into a bike day. Here's kind of the deciding factor. I believe the next 2 days are going to be gorgeous, but daily we personally have a 40% chance of rain on Monday, and now it's an 80% chance on the 4th of July. J-Dog's like, I don't have a problem driving in the rain. Guess what? I don't want to fucking drive in the rain. Why would I want to? Why? 40%. J-Dog is theorizing because he has Monday off. Hey, J-Dog, how about either way we do a brew review? But if it actually looks like the weather could be nice, do I just say fuck it and not work on Monday? Like I said, I'm trying my best to bank a little cash to cover up for a week. I mean, when you work, well, when you used to work a minimum wage job, now a minimum wage job is $20 an hour around here. And you wonder why a fucking Big Mac is $19. Give me a fucking break. Oh, it's just not fair. We need to have a living wage. You need to pay us more. If I'm gonna right out of high school to flip a fucking burger, I need to make at least $15 to $20 an hour. Well, wow, you're automating stuff. You got robots to do it all, and now we got nobody because you fucking wrecked it for everybody. Again, Hector wants to know why his weekend usual has gone up. How many times, Hector, in the last 2 months? Did you see an increase in what you're paying? Well, and Hector already knows this, so I'm not like, it's not Hector. It's the fucking liberal douchebags that are like, oh, you gotta have at least $15 an hour to flip a burger. No, it was fucking called a minimum wage job. It was a starter job. You got out of high school and you realized what it was like. But now you can get fucking $20 an hour working at Taco Bell, and you're wondering why a goddamn burrito is so expensive? That ass, McLean. That's all I'm saying. These fucking people are so stupid. Like, how many of us could have wrote this shit down fucking 5 years ago and said, welcome to where we are today? A fraudulent fucking deep state piece of shit pretending to be president. Well, the worst president, the biggest socialist cunt, period, Obama, is really running shit. I wish justice would ever get served upon these fraudulent, stealing motherfuckers that don't care about this country. But yet, if you care about this country, we will stop you from talking. We will stop you from being seen. We will stop you from every possibility. We will make you look like the extremist. Because you care about America. You believe in the Founding Fathers and what they stood for. And if you don't believe in the Constitution of the United States of America, I would like to see you get a free trip to the Titanic in a fucking plastic tube. Amen. And I love suspenders. Why would you want to have anything tattooed on your ribs under your titty? I don't know. Rich says, cheers, clubbers. Cheers, my little Richie Poo. That's it. No more. We're fucking done. This may say a lot, but the Performance Center is the newest gun in the arsenal, and yet I believe I have to choose this for the weekend. And somewhere between now and the end of the weekend, I believe this thing has to go to the proving grounds. Okay. Probably see you tomorrow. I don't know though. The next 2 days are going to be the nicest days. So, if you don't see me, blame Vivian.